What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Men can't have excuses going through life. Men can't. Look, and this is gonna be on some like life game shit, man. This is gonna be on just some life game, man. Part of it's on getting women, but part of it's just living life, period, man. You can't have excuses going through life, man. You get too many motherfuckers they want shit in life, but they're grown-ass men. Can't be some good-ass perks. You got some men who, you know, they got every excuse. Not only why they not getting women, talking about, well, I'm short, I'm this, I ain't this. Bullshit. Or why they ain't successful in life, or they ain't living the life they want to live. Bullshit. I'm gonna tell you something with men. Men gotta create their own shit. Because here's the thing about excuses. Nobody gives a fuck. Seriously, if you really think about it, nobody gives a fuck if you come up with excuses why you can't be successful in life. You can't do the shit. Nobody gives a fuck you can't get women. Shoot. I lost count of how many times somebody came on here. You know, I might be talking about trying to help out some guys ain't getting the women, and how many times some guys have come on here and say, shit, that leave more for me. And that's how some guys are thinking about it. Select guys, they ain't using no excuses. They ain't using their height or face or whatever. They don't look like no models and shit. Even when I put up body game, they ain't using that as any excuse. They getting theirs. They getting theirs no matter what. No excuses. Or just going through life, period, man. Nobody gives a fuck. Think about it. That's the main thing. Nobody gives a fuck about your excuses. Seriously, any man, he got to understand that shit. Nobody give a fuck. You can say, what's going to happen? You think you all of a sudden you going to get some money? All of a sudden you going to get whatever? Shit. Hold on, yo. Wait, man. Yeah, what's up, y'all? Yeah, I just had to wipe the camera off real quick. I ain't like something on there. But anyway, whatever the case, man, nobody gives a fuck. Seriously, you can excuse it, man. You think about it, I want y'all to think about it. Who's really giving a fuck? Yeah, you might be able to get a pity party with some other motherfuckers. Has that changed anything? As complaining about what women have done. Has that got anything? Yeah, you can point out some shit with some of them, but like I always say, there's some good women, leave the bad ones alone. It's that easy. And then even then, you still got to take care of yourself. You got to deal with yourself and shit. You know, like I said, hit the gym. Figure out which haircut worked for you. Learn how to talk to women. Stop being a bitch about it shit, man. Like I said, man, talking is easy. In fact, I joked before about, yeah, you could have a conversation with a woman just saying, yeah, just vocalizing, letting them talk. I happened to see a video the other day. I should have saved that joint, where a woman was saying just that. You want to engage a woman, just be like, just vocalize, just be vocal. I was like, shit. So whatever. You can learn it. And then just life, period. Ain't no excuses. Shit. I know some successful people with 8th grade educations. So how the fuck you, like, got a high school degree, college degree, even a master's degree, or, you know, advanced degree, and you can't do shit, making up excuses or blaming somebody. Like motherfuckers out here blaming the other for their shit. Talking about somebody taking their jobs and shit. Man, that's some bullshit. Anybody say that shit is weak in my opinion. Knowing they ain't doing some jobs. Ain't nobody gonna take your shit. People can't sit in seats that are taken. They can only take a job if you don't want the motherfucking job. It's just that simple. And any man know he gotta work, he gotta do some shit. Any man knows that shit. There ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. Any man knows that shit. Any man knows he gotta control his own destiny. Being excuses, that's for women. Let them have it. And even children. Tell the boys they can have excuses until they 10. In fact, you start training them from the moment they paying attention to you. You show them what they need to do. You show them and stuff. My biological father wasn't there, but I had my grandfathers, I had my uncles, I had older cousins. They all showed me. I had men on my street, they showed. So that's no excuse. Stop coming up with that shit, man. And if y'all notice, somebody come up with some excuse and say, but Rom, what about this? And it's like, man, fuck that. Fuck that. You know? Shit. Fuck that. Don't have any excuses for any shit. You gotta do what you gotta do. You wanna live, if you're a man, you wanna live the life you wanna live. That shit, all that's within your power. You can get all, hey, you can get all that shit. You stop blaming the other, cause see, when people start blaming others or acting like others got control over that shit, you start making excuses. That means you ain't doing something. A man will get up, he will figure out how to solve a problem. That's part of what being a man is. And yeah, there's some, hey, you know what? I don't give a shit what women say, what the they say, or anybody else. You don't got no motherfucking excuse for that shit. You don't got no motherfucking excuse. You need to, like, do some shit. You need to do some shit. You know? As a man, shit, whatever you want. You want that fine-ass woman? You want that job paying? You want that business going? Man, it's up to you. Now, is it going to be easy? Hell to the no. But for a man, that's part of a battle that a man got to face all the time. You know? You might, you know what? You might not be like some 6'2" model-looking motherfucker. But there's plenty of motherfuckers out there who ain't, they ain't over 6 feet. They average looking. And they fucking like crazy. You know what? Up here, they don't give a fuck. They going to get it. There's plenty of guys and stuff wish, you know, working on some penny ante job or shit, not even working at all. Ain't nothing stopping you from not working. Ain't nothing stopping you from not working. I always joke I had 1,000 jobs. That's because I kept money coming in. Whatever I had to do. That's why now it's like, if I decide I don't want to do these videos, I ain't worried about a job. I can get one easily. Yeah, one day I had to get, I told the story before, one day I had to start getting, I had to get a job. I came back, shit, put some shoes on, look nice. Came back that day with 2 jobs. I ain't have any excuses. I knew I had to make some motherfucking money. Shit. Even doing this shit, no matter what. That's why I got so much shit, man. That's why I got so much shit. Got this thing going hell. Even when I had that stroke and everything, I knew at some point, yeah, I was covered for a couple months, but I said, damn, I gotta pay these bills. I still gotta do some stuff. Y'all remember when I came back from my stroke? I should have been resting, but I said, fuck it, nah, I got some shit to do. Because a man, one thing a man, I ain't no excuse. I said, nah, let me get on there. And hell, while I was in the hospital, made up some stuff. I had videos about the only problem was the Wi-Fi wasn't any good. If it was better, I'd have been posting from a hospital bed. Now somebody say, oh, Rom, that's an excuse. Nah, I figured shit's going, like I said, shit's going to happen. You just figure out a way around it. I was like, well, I don't need it that badly. If I did, I'd still figured out something. I did some videos, that shit would have just took a couple hours to upload. So I was like, okay. Shit. I was going, shit. I had everything figured out. Because when something come up, even when some bad shit happen, which happens, bad shit does happen. So, do you let that shit stop you if you really want it? No, hell no. Hell no. And somebody might say, well, I'm doing this, but see, my main thing, yeah, I'm known for telling men how to get women, giving some game, but my main thing is a man living a life on his terms. Women are only a commercial to the main program. But if your main program fucked up, shit, you know? Like a man got to figure out what he want to do in life and then do it. When I look at the women who are supportive of me, Shoot, all of them like supportive of my mission. That's the only thing I've dealt with. When I decided I wanted to be a writer and stuff, trust me, I met plenty of women. They weren't supportive. I ain't fuck with them. The first main woman to like support my writing and stuff, very beautiful. She in her 50s now, still beautiful. She in her 50s now, looking like she in her 30s. Fine as shit. But she was supportive, because I ain't give a fuck. I ain't let anybody deter me from my dream. And look, and that's why I'm going to tell you now, don't come on here complaining on some shit. People notice they've done that shit on here, and then all of a sudden their comments disappeared, and I know motherfuckers give a fuck. That's because I don't feel like no bullshit. I don't feel like that bullshit. I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for that bullshit. Got stuff I got to do. And people gotta like, they gotta look at themselves, because I can't help you. If you want some loser ass mentality, I can't help you. And yeah, this is gonna be tough, and you might not like what I'm saying. Well, like I always say, you don't like what I'm saying, get off the channel. Shit, I've had many elder or something had to like curse me out or whatever. Many elder, I lost track of it. Just to get me like, just to get me to do right. They saw it. Shit. They went on no like, oh, you're a victim, oh, you this or that. Fuck it. And like I say, no, biological father wasn't there, but then I had, what, 20 other fathers. You figure out what you're going to do. Shit, you find a way, because nobody's coming into life perfect, man. One thing about a man, the very nature of a man is to create his world. The very nature of a man is to create his territory, his boundaries and shit. And to enforce them with brute force if necessary. And that's what it means to be a man. It's like no excuses. Okay. You don't look like a fashion model. No, you weren't born with a silver spoon. You didn't go to the best schools. You can find some shit. I've known some motherfuckers, I've known several dudes, you know, they were at American University. One thing that struck me, all of them, since they were working there, they were able to take classes. A couple of them got PhDs and stuff. They worked to a PhD, a couple of them. They were on some more, and they ain't having any excuses. Whatever you want to do in life, there's no excuse. You're just going to get up and do that shit. Now somebody might say, well, Ron, why are you saying it? Because I need to, man. Dude, I'm just kind of tired of this shit, man. Kind of tired of seeing grown-ass men acting like they can't do something. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. No excuses in life, man. No excuses. If you want something, you going to have to take it. You got to go there. Crying, whining, all that shit I've yet to see that change something. Cause shit, even when I've talked about one of my videos, I mentioned sympathy pussy. Like if you get it from a woman, you want that? Because first of all, many guys complain about 304s. Here's the thing about sympathy pussy: you only gonna get it from a 304. So shit, you don't want the 304. And shit, you don't want to give up and shit. Nah, this ain't the place, man. Fuck that. Like I said, you don't have to follow me. Shit, block me. Block me. I don't give a fuck. I don't want any losers and shit. This is a channel for wolves, for winners, and for alphas, for elite. Whatever term you want to use, for the select. And really all I'm doing is just reminding the select that they doing okay. That's me. I'm just reminding the select what they doing. I ain't telling them nothing there. And I'm not gonna handhold no motherfucker. I'm telling you I'm telling you. Now if you a motherfucker really want to change, hey, that's half of it right there. You really want to change what you're doing and your outcome in life, then, you know, I can help you there if you want to do the work. If you just some motherfucker want to complain or cry or something, I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. Because motherfuckers got to stop that shit. We don't have time. The world is, think about it. Like I said earlier, the world don't really give a fuck. The world don't give a fuck. People don't really give a fuck. You losing in life, they don't give a fuck. Now if a female does it, okay. Child do it, okay. But a man, a grown-ass man, nobody have any kind of sympathy. I don't care where you go on this planet. Because really, despite even people talking about gynocracies and all that shit, men still run over everything overall. So there's no excuse. Men still run this shit. I look at the corporations, I looked at the political thing, everything. It's still majority men. They probably stay that way for a very, very, very long time. You know, you look at the managers of these stores and stuff like that. Yeah. No excuses from anybody. No excuses. Fuck all that bullshit. So if you want to really do something, man, just do it. I don't give a fuck what you look like. I don't give a fuck what your race is, your ethnic group. You want to make it in life, you just go and do it. Fuck all the bullshit. No excuses. No excuses. And if you got excuses, this ain't the place. Go find somebody to commiserate with. Find another channel. There's plenty of them. Have fun with those. You know, because let's put it like this. Has that worked for anybody? Because, you know, the world ain't going to change. The world ain't going to hate you. The world don't give a fuck. You know why? Because if you complaining about a woman, somebody else going to fuck her. If you complaining about jobs or your livelihood, well, you know, when somebody go for every single job you going for, you put out a resume for, you go on an interview for, you competing against other people. You might not get it, but somebody else gonna get it. Somebody else gonna get that house you want. Somebody else will get that car you want. And nobody give a fuck, man. We live in a world that's all about the competition. It's all about the competition. Yeah. So you just got, hey, that's what you gotta deal with. It is what it is. Ain't shit you can do about it, alright? Be a man, stand up. That's what it means to be a man. Alright? Anyway, that's all I got for today, y'all. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.